There are two things that I'd like to do today. One is sort of tell you our approach to hyperlocal content, which is really the focus of Wix, and then also announce a new product, because we think that DLD is a great place to announce products. So I got to say that I started this company about 2 years ago out of my parents' house, and realistically, I wanted to know what was happening near me wherever I was on the globe. I wanted to pull up my phone and be able to say, what is the best event to go to, what is the best place to go to, and what is the best news article right now around me. And so I started building out a lot of the technology myself at first, but then we started hiring engineers and raising money and becoming a real company. And what we decided is that we wanted to geotag the web. And so what we mean by geotagging is we want to take any piece of content that's on the web and attach a lat long to that piece of content, or attach a place to that piece of content. So what we think about is that we want to build the largest possible index of content on the planet that is indexed by lat long. Comparatively to Google, everything at Google is indexed by keywords, and we think that lat long is going to be the wave of the future, mostly because you're going to have contextual relevance, which is incredibly important on mobile. So what we've done is we've organized our site into cities, places, and neighborhoods. And what we do is we have a bunch of neighborhoods that we serve content to. This is an example of California. And we also have place pages for each of these locations. And we take content that has no latitude and longitude whatsoever attached to it, and we geolocate that content, whether it's an event, a photo, a news article, anything. We also do this for restaurants and places. So Samovar Tea Lounge happens to be one of my favorite places in San Francisco. And so we attach content to it like reviews and news articles that make sense for Samovar. So what we're doing now is we're tagging content to about 50,000 neighborhoods and 15 million POIs. And we do this all automatically with no editorial at all. And we're indexing millions of pieces of content per day and attaching it directly to latitudes and longitudes. So what we decided to do in our next phase of product was develop an iPhone application. And this actually isn't available yet. You'll be able to get it in a week or so. And we wanted to really show contextual relevance. And what we mean by contextual relevance is actually giving you information that's happening within 50 feet of you at the minimum, and a maximum of whatever map view you happen to have. So what we decided to do was split the project into 3 different pieces: news, events, and places. And we rank all of the content based on what's nearest to you and what we think is most popular. We also have Facebook check-in, so that you can check into your favorite places if you happen to be there. Now, we're doing 4.5 million requests to our platform per day. And this is our publisher network, which we syndicate content out to. So to give you an idea, we're doing hundreds of millions of requests a month now. And it's pretty astounding as to how big the platform has gotten. And we launched it about a year ago. So who's using this platform for local content? We have partners, NBC Universal, the New York Times Company, AT&T Interactive, or YP.com, and also independent developers, which happen to be the largest place of growth for us in terms of platform requests. We have people building applications. We actually had a guy in Munich build a good news application in the Google Chrome Web Store entirely on our API, and I met him. I'm going to meet him tomorrow. So what's next? And that's really what I'm getting into with the new product announcement, is that right now we're crawling the web for content. We do a lot of things like Google does, and we look at that content and we geotag it. And we're finding that a lot of our customers are saying to us, how can you geotag all of my archives? For example, the New York Times has millions of articles going back to, God knows when. And they want to geotag every single piece of their content. We're finding this across every media company and every blog, is that people want to geotag their content. And so what we've decided to do is we've decided to give the geotagging technology to the media publishers, or to you. And what we're doing today is we're going to be launching a pilot program for Geotagger for any site. It's pretty simple. Basically, what we're thinking is that we want people to embed a small piece of code into their site, and we'll do the rest to geotag that content to the correct places and locations. And we call it automatic geotagging internally. So if you look at an article that happens to be on sfgate.com, which is the San Francisco Chronicle, you'll see that there's a button that says Places on this page, and it's next to the tweet and share buttons for Facebook and Twitter. And what we've decided to do is we've decided to allow you to paste one block of code onto your site, and a button will show up on this page. And then, when a user rolls over that particular button, it shows all the places and locations that happen to be within that article, with links to their respective places pages. And we're going to be doing this for every single article and every single page on the internet. So this is an example of a zoomed-in version of the overlay of the places. So you can basically roll over as a user and see, oh, Times Square is in this article, and St. James Theater is in this article. So the benefits of automatic tagging are really that we want to organize every piece of information around latitude and longitude and places. We're going to incorporate your content into the Wix index, so if you happen to put this button on your page or your site or your blog, you'll get showcased in our platform. You'll get some of those 4.5 million requests per day. And we're also going to give you an API such that you can extract all of the location data associated with your content. So if you want to build an ad targeting solution off of places data that's in your content, you can do that for free. Or if you want to build your own places pages on your own site with your own content, you can do that as well. So the pilot program is pretty impressive. We have 10 publishers on board, and we're anticipating loading about 10 to 20 million of these buttons on the first day of the launch in February. And we're currently doing invite only. It's in the US, but we're looking to do this worldwide and geotag content worldwide and within the year. And we're also allowing you to geotag an unlimited number of pieces of content for absolutely free. So realistically, we'd love to see as many publishers as possible, I'm sure there's some in this room, take advantage of this platform and push your content to us so that we can geotag it. So if you have any questions, send us an email.